Competing in the Krypton Factor tonight, Rosemary Meek, an administrative assistant from London. Alex Mowat, an analyst programmer from West Yorkshire. Anthony Collins, a vet from Oxfordshire. And Michael Cave, a doctor from Belfast.
Good evening and welcome to the Krypton Factor, television's toughest quiz. Tonight it's the second heat in Group A, and the winning contestant will join last week's winner in the Group A final in 2 weeks' time. There could also be a place there for tonight's runner-up if his or her score is high enough, and the target to beat is 38 points. So those are the goals for tonight's contestants. Let's get them started with round one, mental agility. Tonight's test examines the ability of our contestants to move backwards and forwards from a given point on a calendar. For example, starting from the month of June, I might ask them to move forward 2 months, and the answer would be August. Carrying on from that point, I might say 4 forward and 2 back. Well, 4 forward from August is December, and 2 back October, and that's the answer. So let's now welcome our first contestant ready to tackle this test. A 34-year-old administrative assistant from East Ham, London, Rosemary Meek. Welcome, Rosemary. There are 40 seconds on the clock, and you begin with July, and your time starts now. 5 forward.
December.
8 back.
April.
5 forward.
September.
4 back.
May.
10 back.
July.
7 forward.
February.
7 forward and 2 back.
July.
9 forward and 6 forward.
August.
Wrong, October. 7 back and 7 back.
August.
6 back, 3 back and 2 forward.
January.
5 forwards. Don't need to go on with that one. In 40 seconds, you have scored 9, which is brilliant. Well done. Take your seat, please, Rosemary. Our next contestant is 35, an analyst programmer from Mirfield, West Yorkshire, Alex Mowat. Right, welcome, Alex. 40 seconds, and you begin with September, and the clock starts now. 5 back.
April.
3 back.
January.
7 forward.
August.
5 back.
February.
No, March. 15 forward.
June.
8 back.
December.
No, October. 9 forward and 4 forward.
November.
10 back and 3 forward.
March.
No, April. 11 back and 2 forward.
July.
6 forward, 2 forward and 10 back.
May.
8 back, 3 forward and 4 back.
June.
No, it would have been August, in fact, but in 40 seconds you got 7 right, so well done, Alex, and take your seat. Now let's welcome our third contestant this evening, a 38-year-old vet from Henley, Anthony Collins. Welcome, Anthony. 40 seconds on the clock, and you begin with May. The clock starts now. 6 forward.
November.
9 back.
February.
4 forward.
June.
3 forward.
September.
14 back.
May.
No, July. 8 forward.
March.
3 back and 6 forward.
June.
8 forward and 3 back.
November.
6 forward and 11 back.
June.
6 forward, 8 back and 4 forward.
August.
And your time is up, and in 40 seconds you got 9. Excellent start. Well done, Anthony. Take your seat. Now to our last contestant in this round, a 32-year-old doctor from Belfast, now living in Rugby, Michael Cave. Welcome, Michael. 40 seconds, and you begin with August. The clock starts now. 3 back.
June.
No May. 7 forward.
November.
No December. 5 back.
July.
4 back.
March.
16 forward.
July.
8 back.
December.
No November. 2 forward and 5 back.
August.
7 forward and 13 back.
Pass.
7 back, well, February would have been the answer. 7 back and 3 forward.
October.
Well, you're right, but just after the buzzer. But in 40 seconds, you got 4. Nervy start, but you picked up well. Well done. Take your seat, please, Michael. And now, reminding you that it's 10 points, 6, 4 and 2 for first, second, third and fourth, and that where contestants tie with the same number of right answers, the finishing order is determined by the speed in which they reach their totals. Here's how the first round worked out. And it all means that the early leader with a Krypton factor of 10 is the administrative assistant from East Ham, London, Rosemary Meek. Round 2 challenges the contestants to land a Boeing 737 aircraft in the toughest possible examination of hand-eye coordination, skill and nerve. It all takes place inside British Midland's flight training simulator, where the ability to accurately follow the guidance of this flight director instrument is crucial. Roger Wise, British Midland's senior training captain, is the instructor and judge. And East Ham's Rosemary Meek goes first. Ahead of her, the runway at Dubai Airport. Her eyes firmly fixed on the flight director, the vertical and horizontal bars indicating which way the control column should be moved. And she's interpreting the bars very nicely here. If they form a perfect cross, then the aircraft is in the ideal position. And Rosemary has virtually achieved that, which means she's coming down on the centre line of the runway. It's a very good effort. She should be easing the control column back now. That's a very firm landing. She forgets to push the column forward again, starts to take off, but now gets it right and lands safely. Well done, Rosemary. Now Alex Mowat, flying third after 1 round, and he's in a bit of trouble here. Off course and now descending too rapidly. The horizontal bar shooting upwards, saying, follow me with the control column, ease it back. And he does that, recovers well. Now the runway ahead, but he is in danger of overshooting. Yes, the horizontal bar dropping, which means he must push the stick forward. But he's doing exactly the opposite. He's trying to correct the bar rather than go with it. So he's now heading back up into the sky, and there's the reason, easing back instead of pushing forward. And the Boeing now stalls, so it all ends in disaster for Alex Mowat. Next, Anthony Collins, the vet. And this doesn't look too good. He's much too high, and that horizontal bar drops way down, wanting him to chase it by pushing the control column forward. He starts to respond. It's going to be a really steep descent, though. He'll do well to recover from this. Back comes the bar, and he needs to pull out of the dive a bit. But he is hanging in there very bravely, and he's actually made an amazing recovery so far. He's got the runway dead ahead, but now he desperately needs to ease back on that stick as he goes in very fast. He must pull back. Oh, what a pity. Almost a miraculous escape. Finally, Michael Cave, the Belfast doctor. And that's more like it. A very smooth, straight approach and perfection. The bars running right through the centre. Hardly any movement required on the control column. Needs just to keep his nerve now and make sure the bars stay in the same position on the flight director, and they have. So now he eases back into the flare. It's right on the centre line, and a beautiful landing. Brilliant effort from Michael Cave. Now the result. Captain Wise judged it like this. Fourth, Alex Mowat. The lower graph shows how his angle of descent became an angle of ascent, causing the aircraft to stall, 2 points. Third, Anthony Collins. He made a very erratic descent, almost got away with it, but crashed on the runway, 4 points. Second, Rosemary Meek strayed very slightly on her line of approach, but a very good all-round performance, an excellent landing, 6 points. And the winner, Michael Cave. 2 perfect graphs which any professional pilot would be proud of. A superb performance, 10 points. Now to the scoreboard, where Michael leaps from 4th to 2nd, but still the leader with a Krypton factor now of 16. Londoner Rosemary Meek. A good start by Rosemary, but the contest wide open as we take a short break. Join us again in a couple of minutes for 4 more tough rounds.